Hello, my name is Dr. Charles A. Moody Jr. I am the founder and chief strategist of the Community Coalition for Health, affectionately known as C2H.
Every great journey begins with a single question. For Dr. Charles Moody, that question wasn't just professional, it was deeply personal.
I had been diagnosed pre-diabetic, and so I didn't even know what that was. And my doctor came to me and was like, "Well, let's give you the prescription." And I said, "Wait. Let's talk about other things I can do before we start talking about just medicine." And he said, "Sure," but he said, "But about 90% of the people that we talk to don't do the things that are necessary." And I said, "Well, consider me part of the 10%. I met with a nutritionist, and I found out something very interesting. They didn't give me anything that fit who I was or accommodate some of my own cultural habits and cultural beliefs. And I didn't have anybody around the table or across the table that looked like me. So I wondered what would happen if we had people that looked like us. I wondered if we had people that spoke like us and understood us and designed a program for us."
The day I got the call from meeting Dr. Moody at Starbucks, he was like, "I got this great idea. On a piece of napkin, what can we do to make me not have to take this medicine? What can we do so that I don't have to eat asparagus or Brussels sprouts?" But he also needed to lose weight. He didn't want to be diabetic. And so he asked, what can we do to come up with a program just for him, just cater to him?
This program became Kingdom Fit, a culturally tailored solution designed to combat diabetes from within the community.
And once we did it for him, and he went back and got his numbers, and he's never been pre-diabetic since, he said, "Let's try it with the church." So we tried it with the church, and I think it may have been 25 or so people who joined, and they lost weight, and their A1Cs went down. Some of them got off of their medication. And so he was like, "All right, let's make this thing bigger." Now, mind you, I am still working my corporate job.
Dr. Moody knew the problem. He even knew the solution. But like every great visionary, he knew he couldn't build it alone. He needed a partner.
I told her while she was away and while she's traveling the country and doing all of this work, to learn everything that she could, because God was going to use her in a certain way. And so I had this idea of a nonprofit organization that would deal with health issues for the Black and brown community. And I had written just some notes on the ground. We didn't even have a name for it, but I knew we wanted to deal with diabetes. I knew they wanted to do classes. I knew they wanted the classes to break barriers and do all kinds of stuff. So I talked to her about it, wrote it down, wrote several notes down, passed her the napkin, and we started talking about it. And I asked her, I asked her to come and leave that great money and come and work for absolutely nothing.
I was like, what? Okay, all right.
To my surprise, I don't know if it was really a surprise, but it was a pleasant reaction that she decided to leave and come and work for absolutely nothing, from nothing but a couple of points that were scribbled on a napkin.
I don't know what made me say yes. It had to have been a God thing, because none of it made sense to me. Then he asked me what I think we could do, and I was like, well, maybe ultimately we can build a clinic. And so all the things that I do or was doing for this organization, it made sense, because he sent me out to learn how to run a company, learn how to open an organization, he said, learn everything you can and bring it back. So I knew that at that point that it was the bring it back time.
And so, with nothing but faith in a napkin, they began.
Ran our programs and just being from the scientific standpoint, and pull the results to find out whether our process was something that was reliable. And we did. Our program actually met the needs. Our program actually showed positive results from everybody that we worked with. We started talking to the city because, of course, now we had an idea, but we had no money.
Success bred momentum. What started as a single class grew into a movement, attracting partners who shared their bold vision.
The person told us, hey, you should apply for this project to be a health innovator. And so we got the application, and we didn't know any better, and we put down our big idea. We wrote it down, submitted it, and we won.
That victory was a stepping stone for Dr. Moody and Mia Greer to start building a team based on key principles.
The ability to stay consistent and not quit and persevere is something that I think has been instilled in me and probably is one of my biggest takeaways from being here at C2H.
Partnerships really matter. Our partnership with Central Health, it really matters. Our partnerships with UT and Del Med, it really matters. Our partnership with the Kidney Foundation, it really matters, because what we do is whatever the people need, have, want, these partnerships are the catalyst that helps us get it to the people how the people want it.
So to think that we can impact communities and think that because we're bold enough to step on an idea is a dangerous thing. An idea is the most powerful thing on earth. And we just engaged with it, believed in it, stepped in it, and then let it evolve to become things that were bigger than what we thought.
From a single napkin to a movement that has changed thousands of lives. This is the power of an idea, and we are excited to share our vision with you in the next chapter of the C2H story. Continue to build with us for the next 10 years.